Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we are going to be breaking down Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, Episode 51, Grumble. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the fan club.
You're watching the fan club.
And you're watching the fan club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the fan club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morphin when it morph, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the fan club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are so happy to have you in today's video. We are going to be talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, Episode 51, Grumble. This was a fun episode, and I say that about most of the episodes because they're fun. I don't want to say these are great, these are life-changing. They're a good time if you grew up watching Power Rangers. Yes, you could nitpick these apart, but as the season goes on, the actors are starting to find their footing. The character development is starting to actually happen and increase a little bit. We see Billy go from being like one of the nerdy kids who can't really talk to people properly or, even throw a punch to now he can talk to people. He's actually doing good in school still, but he also has a group of friends, and he's a pretty good martial artist now. I won't say he's the best, but there have been some scenes throughout the season that shows that he is getting better. And by season 2 or 3, this dude is an all-elite Power Ranger athlete, if you really think about it. But let's get into today's video in Grumble, the 51st episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers first season. Billy's disappointment over receiving a B on his latest exam sparks a chain of events that puts the entire team in danger. Rita Repulsa, inspired by Billy's academic woes, creates the Grumble monster to destroy the Rangers. Meanwhile, Jason, Zach, and Kimberly are ambushed by the Putty Patrollers at the outdoor basketball court, where they're trapped behind a force field by Goldar. Billy and Trini, who had stayed behind to study, morph into action to take on the Grumble, but the monster's poison stingers weaken Billy, forcing them to retreat. As the episode unfolds, the Rangers face numerous challenges, including a sound wave attack that temporarily deafens them, and a battle against the Grumblebee's putty reinforcements. With Alpha's help, the team eventually frees Zach, Jason, and Kimberly, and together they defeat the Grumblebee using a special weapon and the Megazord. In the aftermath, Billy celebrates his acceptance into the Young Scientists of America Club after earning an A+ on his retaken exam, while Bulk and Skull scramble to improve their grades to avoid being tutored by the Rangers over the summer. That was a funny dynamic. In the end, they see that Bulk and Skull are studying and they're like, yo, what are you guys doing? And they're like, Miss Appleby said that if we don't get help, you guys are going to be tutoring us this summer. And they all look at each other like, oh man, okay, whatever you want, guys, let's help you. It was actually a pretty funny scene, and the first time that you really see them work together to try to help Bulk and Skull to the fullest, but really it's because they don't want to tutor them in the summer, but maybe it's the beginning of their friendship evolving, folks. I mean, we know by season 3 or 4, like, they're actually pretty much friends. They start as the bullies and then they do progress as characters. This was a fun episode because Billy is like the smartest guy in the room, but he got his facts wrong on one of the test questions and he knew the answer, but he thought differently on something. And then once he studied, he's like, oh, duh, I knew this. Wasn't thinking straight. You know, it happens to the best of us. He still is one of the smartest members of the Rangers, period. But even people like him, and in real life, there's a lot of smart people that make mistakes, man. I feel like that's how you become even smarter. You learn from your mistakes and learn how to move around them, and then your next move is probably even better. I like that Billy had his own little weapon. Maybe it was just like an insect repellent type thing, but I still thought it was cool. I've never seen anybody cosplay with that weapon before. If someone could make that, that would be freaking insane. I liked the monster. I remember years ago we made this little short on YouTube around the Murder Hornets, and we put him in there and it went viral and it was hilarious. But I went back and watched this episode and it really is freaking awesome. I can't lie. I love Grumblebee. One of the coolest monsters in season 1. It had poison stingers. It had like a venom blast. Pretty cool. I cannot lie. One of my favorites. Top 5, maybe top 10 for me when it comes to monsters of the day in season 1. But what are your guys' thoughts? What did you think of this episode? We only got to see Tommy for just a little bit in this episode, and he pops up at the end like, why didn't you guys call me? And they didn't want to use his powers. They know he has to preserve them for the big fight, but he was still pretty bummed. I have a feeling we are going to see Tommy in the next episode, though. I can't wait. What are your thoughts on the episode? Let me know. Shout out all of the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make videos like this one. Thank y'all again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I just want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members out there: the Arctic Operator, Roderick Ham, Papleon Purple, Salima Ramirez, Danny Nascimento, Stephen Heffelman, Chaos Draco, Thomas Franco, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Miguel Ortiz, and Sean Schiffer. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. I just want to shout out all of the fans out there for taking the time out of their day to watch this content. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you can, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that share button. And if you guys want to be a member, click that join button right now. We have a Blue Ranger membership that gets you into the exclusive fan chat Discord. Then we have the Gold Ranger membership. It gets you into the fan chat, but you also get a video shout out at the end of every video. I want to thank you guys again. If you can, sign up to be a member. We will see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.